Now every company will have certain rules and certain limitation for the employee. Let us say you came to Capital Info Solution. You want to join a course. Now let us say the people told you it's a 15,000 is the course fees. When the people told 15,000, you told you're looking for a concession up to 1,500 rupees concession you are looking. Now my reception can straight away give concession. I told to my reception, you can give 1,500 concession. Last the fees what you can give is 13,500 rupees. Below that you cannot reduce. Now this is the limit I am giving to you. If you can give at max 1,500 rupees as a concession. The least fees that you can give is 13,500. Below 13,500, if you want to reduce the fee below 15,500, you need to take the permission of the administrator. Then I told to my administrator, boss, you can go up to 4,000 concession. Beyond 4,000, you cannot give it. If you need more than 4,000 rupees, you need to take a approval from the faculty. Now what was this? Now I gave my rules saying that if reception, every time a student asks a concession, don't come to me. I'm giving the power to give the sanction the concession up to 1,500 rupees. So you can take a decision whether to give it or not. If you want to give more than 1,500 rupees, you need to take the approval from the administrator. Then only you can give it. Then I told to my administrator, boss, you can give the concession up to 4,000 rupees. Beyond 4,000 rupees, if you want to give, you need to take the approval from the faculty. Now, what was this? These are rules what my organization is following. Now, the reception cannot take a decision and say, boss, 1,000, okay, 10,000 rupees concession I'm giving, join for only 500 rupees. No. My administrator cannot say, boss, I'm giving free of cost to go and join the course. No. Now there is a process of approval. Let any student come here, we have certain rules to obey. Now management has to take a call based on the rules. Now I cannot say, is my brother, I'll give 5,000 concession, you as my sister, I'll give 1,000 rupees concession. You cannot. There's a rules for this. Are you getting? So if you need certain approvals to be taken, if you want certain approvals to be taken before the logic is implemented, if you want any approvals to be taken before the logic is implemented on the record, we will go for approval process. We'll go for approval process. If you want any logic to be implemented on a record before, if you want any approval to be taken on a record before logic is implemented, then we call it as approval process. Approval process. Are you getting my point here? This is a process. Now, let us take. When you are going for approval process, there will be two types. Simple approval process or a complex approval process. Simple approval process or complex approval process. What is this simple approval process and what is this complex approval process? Right. Now let us go to the first one. What is a simple approval process? Simple approval process is, like I told, boss, you proposed a girl. She told, process is simple. You become IPS officer, I'll marry you. Now, how many steps are there? Only one step. Only one target, you become IPS officer, I'll marry you. Simple step, okay. Process is single step. Now I told, process is a single step. If it is a single step process, it is a simple process. Now, if it is a single step complex process, then it is a standard set of wizard. Multiple steps. If it is a multiple steps or a single step with complex process, or a multiple steps, then we call it as standard set of wizard. If it is a single step, simple process, it is what? Jump start wizard. So how many types of wizards we have? Two types of wizard. Jump start wizard means single step, simple process, jump start wizard. Standard setup wizard, single step, complex process, multiple steps, then we call it as, or multiple steps we call it as standard setup wizard. Approval process is defined on a object. So first, choose on which object are you defining the approval process. Then next step, choose what type of wizard is this. Is it a single step or a multi-step or a simple process? There is a jumpstart wizard, standard setup wizard. Choose the process. Okay. Now, what is the navigation that we have for this? Let us see. Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals. What we have here? Approval. Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. Choose the process. I want to create an approval process on, let us say, account. Choose the object on which you want to create. Then what we have? Create new approval process. Jumpstart wizard, standard. Jumpstart wizard means single step, simple process. Standard setup wizard means complex process or multiple steps. Customer approval process. Name of the process. Then they asked, do you want every record to be submitted for approval? In the object, can I submit every record for an approval? Then they told, boss, entry criteria. Records which are meeting this condition, records which are meeting this condition, only they can be submitted for approval. Records which are meeting the condition, only they can be submitted for approval. So what was that called? Specify entry criteria. Records which are meeting the condition, records which are meeting the condition, only those records can be submitted for approval. Now, entry criteria. Now, if I say entry criteria is simple, okay, criteria are met. Simple process you want to give, it is called criteria based rule, where billing city equal to Hyderabad, industry equal to energy. I want to form a complex rule, I'll go with the formula. You want to build a complex rule, I want to go with the formula. Complex rule, formula based. Simple rule, criteria based. Simple, criteria based. Complex rule, formula based. Simple, criteria based. Complex, formula based. I hope you are good with this. So, what is this entry criteria? Records which are meeting this condition, only they can be submitted for approval. You can define a condition, or you can say every record can go. If you say every record can go, what happened? Every record can be submitted for approval process. If you say every record can go, then every record that you create can be submitted for approval process. We have the next one. What is the next one we have? Criteria based. If you want to create a simple criteria, I'll go with the criteria based. Then if you want to say complex rule, then I'll go with the formula based. So basically, what is the purpose of these records which are meeting the condition? Records which are meeting the condition, only they can be submitted for approval. Whether you define the condition or not is your choice. But if you don't define any condition, every record will enter the approval process. Now, if you define the condition, only the records which are meeting the rule, they can be submitted for approval process. Right now, I am not giving any condition. You must enter a condition that I told, let us say, sorry, no condition. Then select who is our automated approval routine. If you submit the record, do you want to automate the process? Automate the process means, when you say automate the process, what does it mean? Now when you submit, a record has to go to your manager. Record has to go to your manager. Record has to go to his manager. When you submit the record, it has to go to my manager. When you submit the record, it has to go to your HR manager. When you submit the record, it has to go to your regional manager. What was this? When you submit the record, to whom the record should be submitted? You want to automate it. Whoever is submitting the record has to go to his manager. Whoever is submitting the record has to go to his regional manager. So if you want to automate, by default, if I submit, my manager. By default, if you submit, your manager. If you want to automate your managers or automate it to any one of the hierarchical field, what is that hierarchical field? At the time of creating a relations, we have seen hierarchical fields, right? User to user, manager, HR manager, reporting manager. So if you want to submit to any one of these, we can choose here. I told you, submit the record to my reporting manager. So whoever is submitting, record will automatically go to your reporting manager. What is that reporting manager? What is that reporting manager? What is that reporting manager? One of the hierarchical field. Is it necessary that I have to select? Not necessary. If you want to automate to that people, then you have to select this. Otherwise, leave it. If I keep none, boss, I don't want to automate it, I will tell to whom the record should submit. Don't send the record directly to this person. I will tell to whom the record should be submitted. Right? So next, automated approval. Now, if I say manager, who's manager? If I say manager, who's manager? Let us see. There is a record here. Who is the owner of the record? Shyam is the owner of the record. Who is submitting the record? Faraz submitted this record for approval. Who submitted? Faraz. Who is the owner of the record? Shyam. Now, approval process says submit the record to manager. Now, Faraz manager is Faraz submitted this record. When Faraz submitted the record, to whose manager record will go? Is it record owner's manager or record submitter manager? Who submitted the record? Faraz. Whose record is that? Shyam. Faraz submitted Shyam record and the record is going to manager. To whose manager record will go? Now, is the record is submitted to Divya or Kiran? So whoever is submitting the record will be submitted to his manager. So Divya. No boss, sorry, not that. No boss, I don't want the record to go to submitter's manager. I want the record to go to record owner's manager. By default, you are submitting the record to record submitter's manager. No, I don't want. I want the record to be submitted to record owner's manager. Then choose this option. If I choose this option, to whom the record will be submitted? Record will be submitted to Shyam's manager. I told automated approval is manager. Whose manager? Record owner's manager. Record owner's manager or record submitter's manager. Record owner's manager or submitter manager. If I don't choose submitter manager, if I choose owner's manager, if I say reporting manager, record owner's reporting manager, if I choose this. Otherwise, record submitter's reporting manager. Now, let us take. If I don't choose now, later on I cannot choose it. That you need to understand. Okay, you are submitting. You are submitting the record. When you submit the record, automatically record will be logged. Automatically record will be logged. If you submit the record, automatically record will be logged. When the record is logged, who can modify? Who can modify? Who can modify? When you submit the record will be logged. If you submit the record will be logged. Now, who can edit the record? The moment I submit the record is logged from modify. So that I am applying for a loan of 10 lakh rupees, boss. When I submitted, you approved it. If I modify to 25 lakhs, all right. So when you submit, record should be logged. Record should be logged. Who can edit the record? There are two choices: only admin or admin and approver. Only admin or approver. Only admin and approver. Only admin or admin and approver. If I choose the first option, only admin can edit it. If I choose the second option, admin as well as currently assigned, okay, approver can approve it. Okay. I hope you are good with these points. So what was this? What was this? What was this? Boss, who is your automated approver? Manager, reporting manager, HR manager, or any other fields what you create. Then once you submit the record, who can modify it? Once you submit the record, who can modify? Only admin can modify it, or admin and currently assigned approver can modify it. Now, once you submit the record, I have to inform the approver, boss, I have sent a record to you. Please go through the record, approve it or reject. The moment I submit the record, I have to notify the approver. Boss, I submitted this record to you. You kindly take a decision. How will you notify? If you submit the record, approver should know the record is submitted. If you submit the record, approver should know the record is submitted to him. So how do you notify him? How do you notify? So there are two ways, basically three ways. One is sending a email. Other one is posting a message on the chat. Sending an email or posting a message on the chat. Boss, if you have chosen you as an approver, I have chosen you as an approver, I want to notify you that record is submitted for approval. Now, how do you notify? There are two options. What are the two options? One is sending an email to him. Other one is sending a chatter message. Sending an email to him, sending a chatter message. Are you getting my point here? Once I submit the record to you, I have to notify you. So how can I notify? I can notify you in two ways. One is sending an email. Other one is sending a chatter message. Notifying the approver that record is submitted for approval. Right now I am not choosing any template. Now, once you submit the record, there are 500 fields in the record. Do you want to show all the 500 records? Once you submit, there are 500 fields in the record. If there are 500 fields in the record, do you want to show every field to the approver? Not necessary. Whatever the data that is required for the approver to take a decision, if I show those fields, it is enough. It is not necessary to show every field that is there in the record. Now, whatever the fields that are okay enough to take a decision, those fields will be displayed. What is it called? Approval page layout. Approval page layout. What we call as approval page layout. What is that approval page layout? What are the fields that I have to display on the page for the approval? If I want to take a decision to approve the record, when I open the record, which fields of the record should be displayed to me? Those fields are called approval page layout fields. So here only these fields are displayed. Okay. Then you want to take a decision. Approval history. What is that approval history? What is that approval history? Boss, before you are submitting the record to me, to whom else you submitted the record? Before you are submitting the record to me, to whom else you have submitted the record? What is the decision they have taken? Before you submit the record to me, to whom else you have submitted the record? What is the decision you have taken? Now look at this. James Smith submitted the record to Chris Coleman. He has approved it. Then he submitted the record to Becky Hoffman. So before I take a call on the record to approve or reject, I want to see previous history. To whom else the record was submitted? What is the decision they have taken? To whom else they have taken? Right, boss? I hope you are good with this. Right. This is called approval page layout. Look at this. Which fields you want to show? I told I have to display account name. These are the fields. Then, do you want to show approval history? This is now I told who submitted the record to whom, what is the decision they have taken. Who submitted the record to whom, what is the decision they have taken. Security settings. When I say security settings, how can I take a call? I have taken a decision to approve it. When you have taken a decision to approve it, okay, how can I approve it? You have taken a decision to approve it, how can I approve it? You have taken a decision to approve it, how can I approve it? Is it by logging into Salesforce? Is it logging into Salesforce, or can I approve it by logging into Salesforce or from wireless enabled device? Can I approve it by logging into Salesforce or wireless enabled devices? What I have to take it. So what we have here, security settings. So allow me to approve the record from Salesforce. Allow me to approve the record from Salesforce or wireless device. Now, who can submit the record? Who can submit the record? Now, is everybody is allowed to submit the record? No, I have to specify who can submit the record. I told student can submit the record. Now, can I add approval history as a written list? Can I add approval history as approval history on the written list? Enable this. If something goes wrong, can I call the record back? Now, if something goes wrong, can I call the record back? You submitted the record. There is a problem with the record. Can I call the record back? There is a last option. What is it? Allow submitters to record. This is the first phase of approval process. Whatever we discuss is the first phase. There are two more phases. Let me repeat again. From beginning we'll start. What is an approval process? If you want to take any approval, if you require any approval before the, if you want any approval to be taken, before the record is, before the logic is applied on the record, if you want any approval to be taken before the logic is applied on the record, we will go for approval process. Now choose the object. What is the navigation we have? Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. Then choose the object. Standard setup wizard. Choose the object, standard setup wizard. Then what is the difference between standard setup wizard and jump start wizard? Jump start wizard means single step, simple process. Standard setup wizard means multiple steps or single step with a complex process. Okay. Customer approval. So what is a customer approval? Entry criteria. Is it necessary that we have to give entry criteria? Now, is it necessary? It is not necessary, but this will specify. Okay, when the record can be submitted for approval. Right. Now, how many ways you can give? Formula or criteria. When do you go for criteria? When you want to go for a simple process. When you go for formula, complex process. Then, in how many ways? In how many ways we can notify the approval? Email and chat. Now, what is this automated? What is automated? Automated means when you submit the record, you want the record to go to somebody automatically. Who is that somebody? Hierarchical field. Who is that somebody? Hierarchical field. Who is that somebody? Hierarchical field. Now, whose hierarchical field? Submitters or approvers? It is a submitters. You want the hierarchical field of the record owner? I need to go with enabling the checkbox. The moment you choose some automated user, it will go to submitters hierarchical field. No, you don't want the record to go to submitter hierarchical field. You want the record to go to your record owner's hierarchical field. Enable the checkbox. The next option what we have? Record editability. What is this record editability? The moment you submit the record, automatically record is logged. Who can edit the data in the record? The moment you submit the record is automatically logged. Who can edit the record? One is admin. Second option is admin and currently assigned approval. It is your choice to pick up whom you want. Any query on this point? What is that automated, boss? Automated. When you submit the record, you want the record to go to some hierarchical field. That is called automated. Is it mandatory that I have to select? Is it mandatory that I have to select? No, it is not mandatory. If you want, you can select it, otherwise you can leave it. Now, what is that record editability? What is that record editability? The moment you submit the record is logged. Who can edit it? Only admin or admin and currently assigned approval. The next, how do you notify? Email and chat. Now, what is this? Approval page layout. Approval page layout. On the approval page layout, what will be there? Industry, phone, rating. Industry, phone, rating. Industry, phone, rating. Account name, industry, phone, rating. Then, approval information. What is approval history? What is approval history? Now, do you want to show previous history to whom you submitted, who approved it, who rejected it? Right. Security settings. What is the security settings? Once you submit the record, who can approve it? By logging into Salesforce or by logging into Salesforce and wireless. Wireless means from mobile, from email, from chatter. By logging to Salesforce or from mobile, from email, from chatter. This is called wireless approval. This is called as what? Wireless approval. I hope you are good. Last one, who can submit the record? Choose the user who can submit the record. I told a student can submit the record. Do you want to add it to a related list? Yes. Can I call the record back? If I enable this, callback action is enabled. Okay. Now, I will like to create a approval step. First, let us see the first example, basic example. New approval step. Do you want every record to go to this step? Yes. Every record that is submitted will go to this step. Which record can be submitted? Records which are meeting the condition, they can be submitted. Every record which is submitted will come to this step. Records which are meeting the condition, they will be submitted. Every record that is submitted will come to this step. Are you clear? Now, choose the approver manually. Choose the approver manually. Activate. So, right. Go to student. Now, what is the button we have? Submit for. I submitted the record. Now I told choose the approver manually. Choose the approver manually means at the time of submitting the record, you have a choice to ask to whom you want to submit. At the time of submitting the record, you have a choice to ask to whom you want to submit. Then I told submit the record to Satish. Now I submitted. The moment I submitted, what happened? Record is logged. Now I am able to modify. Look at this. I am unable to modify it. Then you can see here. Submitted by student notes to Satish, status is pending. Because we added the approval history to related list. Then I went to Satish, home page of the Satish. So here we have items to. On the home page we have items to. They showed the data. Now you have a choice, approve or reject. Approve it. The moment I approve it, status is approved. I am unlocking the record. People have got it. So the record is going to a particular person, he is approving it. Once he approve, I will perform some action. We have done the basic level of example. Now look at the point. Understand it carefully. Now let me give you employee I have. Then we'll create one status also. One field I'll create here. Now, what is the page load we have? We have a status field here. Okay. Now look at this. Try to follow my steps. Setup, build, create. Then we have workflows and approvals. Then now you want every record to be submitted? Yes. Only those customers who are active, they can be submitted. If the customer is inactive, you cannot be submitted. Which customer records should be submitted? Only active customer records should be submitted. To whom the record should be submitted? Manager. We have Do you want to show the history? Yes, I want to show the history. How do you approve it? Approve from the Salesforce or wireless also? Only Salesforce. Who is going to submit the record? Can you call back? Yes. Initial submission action. Create an action. The moment you submit the record, the moment you submit the record, record is logged, automatically status is kept as, then approval action. Manager approval. Submit the record to manager. Every record should enter this step? Yes. Who is my approver? Manager is my approver. Once you approve, what I want to do? You may approve the record, you may reject the record. This is the action. Submit to manager. Now, if you approve, what should happen? Reject, what should happen? Field update. Approved, field update. This is how we got it. Approved, status is kept as approved. Rejected, status is kept as rejected. Active. New customer. Open any one of the customer. Submit the record for approval. Unable to process the request. Why he is unable to process the request? Because active is active equal to true. Yes. Go back to the process. Active equals to true, no problem. Then I told record should go to manager. Who is the manager of student? Did you tell who is the manager of student? No. That is the reason I is saying I am unable to submit the record because you never mentioned who is the manager of student. So go to student record. Go to student. If you scroll down, you find manager. My manager is Satish. Right. So go back here again. Submit the record for approval. Record is submitted. Record is logged. Student submit the record to Satish. The moment you submit the record, what is the status here? Go to the home page. Who is this person? Satish. I am working on two different browsers. Two different browsers, two different users. Now what was this? Approve or reject. I rejected it. When you reject it, status equal to reject. Are you getting my point here? So you are submitting. When you approved, what should happen? When rejected, what should happen? When approved, what should happen? When rejected, what should happen? When approved, what should happen? When rejected, what should happen? When approved, what should happen? When rejected, what should happen? When you submit the record for approval, the moment you submit the record, what is the primary step? The moment you submit the record, what is the primary step what we have? I hope you are getting my point. Clear for everyone? Right? You have submitted, record went to his manager, manager has taken a call and he approved or rejected. I told first step, manually chosen. So at the time of submitting, it has asked me who is the approver. I told this is the person. In the second step, it is automated. It didn't ask me who is the approver. Automatically it went to my manager. Because I told my manager is my automated approver. Did you look at the two examples? In the first example, what happened? Record is when I submitted, it asked who is your approver. I told he is the person. In the second process, when I submit the record, he didn't ask me who is my approver. He didn't ask me who is the approver. He didn't ask me who is the approver. Directly, he submitted the record to Satish. Because I told submit the record to my manager. I hope you are good. People are good with this. People are good with this. Any query from your end? Any query from your end? Okay. Let us continue with the next example. Boss, I told you are submitting the record. Records which are meeting the condition, they are getting submitted. Records which are meeting the condition, they are getting submitted. Records which are meeting the condition, they are getting submitted. If the record is not meeting the condition, they will not be submitted. Listen to the point. Everyone is comfortable till now? Everyone is clear with this process? Let me define one more process to make it clear. Listen carefully. I will take this time three users. So who are the three users? Who is this Rajesh K? Salesforce platform. Let me reset the password. Who is this guy, boss? Rajesh. What is the password you kept? Now you're wasting our class time. Hmm? I'll use this profile. Now I have three users. One is Divya, another one is student, third one is Satish. So which objects Divya was able to see? Now I have three objects. Listen carefully. I have three objects. Now listen carefully, boss. Now look at this process, boss. I'm doing from the beginning. A new process with the help of three users I'm doing. How do you create the approval process? Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. I'm choosing on customer object, standard setup wizard, corporate customer approval. Then any condition we have, I told if city equals to if city equal Hyderabad, we ask. Who is the next automated approver? I told manager. Next automated approval is manager. You can choose that email template if you have any for sending email. Right now I'm making simple. Submit the record, show the history, accept the approval from email and Salesforce. Who can submit the record? I told Divya can submit the record. Call back if you want. Then approval steps. The moment you submit the record, what I want, add the existing action. The moment you submit the record, what I want, status should be initial submission action. Then approval steps. In the approval steps, first step, student approval. First the record should go to student, he will approve. All the records should go to student, student has to approve it. And I told SN2. Now record is submitted to student, student will approve it. Next. When student approved, what should happen? You submit the record to student. The student approved, field update. If student rejected, Student may approve it or he may reject it. If student is approved it, then I want to go to second step. Once it is approved by student, then it has to approved by manager. First it is going to student is approved it, then it is going to manager. Now every record should go to manager. Once the student approved, do you think every record should go to manager? I told not every record. Once the student approved, if annual revenue is greater than 5 lakhs, then should be approved by manager. Now, if it is approved by student, it is final. But if annual revenue is more than 5 lakhs, then it also should be approved by manager. It is not necessary that every record should be approved by manager. If student approved it, it's enough. Okay, it's enough. If student approved it and annual revenue is more than 5 lakhs, it requires extra approval from manager. No. Okay. Who is that? I told approved by manager. Okay. Now, student approved, manager rejected. Then the process should be rejected or should go to student again. Student approved, came to manager. Manager rejected. Should it go to student again or it should go to starting again? That's what two options. For perform all the rejection means reject entire operation, go back to beginning. Second option, if I choose perform the rejection of this step, go back to your previous step. Now I told perform all the rejection. If anybody reject it completely. Then I give here. Final approval. Right. Now finally both of them approved, student approved and manager approved. Then I want to say final approval action. Final approval action. Oops. If record is approved, finally both of them approved. If both of them approved, what I am saying, if both of them approved, final approval. If both of them approved, status is approved. So what was that? Pending status or approved status. If any one of them rejected, final rejected. No. This is what we got it here. Activate. Now, I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now go back to Divya. Divya is trying to create a record. Is she able to see any record here? Yes. She needs a Hyderabad record. Okay. Arun record. What is the annual revenue? ₹3 lakhs. If it is 3 lakhs, do I require the approval from manager again? Not necessary. Submit the record for approval. When you submit the record for approval, submitted by Divya, sent to student. Student open the records. Approved it. When student approved it, Divya submitted, student approved. What is the status here? Status is approved. Status is approved. I hope you are getting my point. Status is approved. Okay. Now the same record, it is not asking for the second step. It is not asking for the second step. It is not asking for the second step. Why it is not asking for the second step? because amount is less than, what was that? 003. Okay. Go back to the customer 006. Okay. The same record once again I am submitting with amount. Submit the record for approval. When I submit the record for approval, record is submitted to student. Student went. He was able to see. He approved it. Student approved the record. When student approved the record, what happened? Sent to Satish. I told if amount is more than 5 lakhs, it requires extra steps. Go back to this. Now I got the status here, approve or reject. Satish rejected it. When Satish rejected it, entire operation is rejected. So what was this? Multi-step approval. What was this? Multi-step approval. I hope people are good with this. People are good with this. Steps are more. If you practice, then only you'll understand clearly. Right, boss? I hope you are good with this. Okay. Followed. Everyone has followed. Right? Any query on this? Chalo, let me do one more process. Let me design one more process. Okay. Look at this example. So what is the navigation we had? Setup, build, create, approval process, choose the object, loan. Standard setup result. Education loan approval. Now, if loan type is okay, I am submitting the record. Go back to the next. Next. Choose the fields. Right. Who is submitting? Divya submitted the record. Who submitted the record? Divya submitted the record. When Divya submitted the record, approval step. New approval. Parallel approval. That means I am going to submit the record to more than one user in a single step. Next. Submit the record to Satish. Submit the record to student. If you submit the record to more than one user, what will happen? Because different people may have different opinions. If one rejected, another approved. If both of them approved, both of them rejected, what is the story? So it is called parallel approval process. If you submit the record to more than one user in a single step, we call it as parallel approval process. If you submit the record to more than one user in a single step, it is called parallel approval process. In the parallel approval process, there are two categories. First, response approval or rejection, unanimous approval. First response means whoever is giving the first reply, there is a final response. When I submitted, this person, okay, Sham responded first and told approved, then record is approved. When I submit the record, Sham responded first and told is rejected, is rejected. Whoever is going to give the first reply, there is a final reply. That is called first response approval. What is the second one? Unanimous means everybody has to approve, then only record is approved. Everybody has to approve, then only record is approved. It is called unanimous. When you say approve or reject based on first response, when you say approve or reject based on the first response, whoever is going to give the first reply, that is the final response. Require unanimous means if everybody approve, that is approved. If anybody reject, completely it is rejected. Everyone's approval is required, which is called unanimous. First I am going with first approval. Activate it. Right. Now go back to this. Divya submitting. Submit the record for approval. When you submit the record for approval, it is submitted to Satish and go to now. Satish approved it. Sorry, student approved it. Once student approved, what is the status here? Approved. Why it is approved? Now I didn't take the permission of the second person. It's automatically approved. Why? Because it's a first response. When I say first response, whoever gives the first reply, there is a final approval. Now I submitted both of them, but student responded first and told approved. Record is approved. Again I am submitting here. Submit the record. I submit the record. This time Satish responded. He told it is rejected. Record is rejected. So whoever gives the first reply, that is the final response, which is called first response approval. Similarly, I have the second process here. Require unanimous means everybody has to approve it. Again, the same record. Submit the record for approval. When you approve it, what happened? Student approved it, but still pending with the. So it is not approved, still pending. Already student approved, but still pending with the Satish. Because it's a unanimous, everybody has to approve it. Then only record is approved. Unanimous. If both of them approve, then only record will be approved. Are you clear about this? What was this process called? Parallel approval process. Let me revise the things what we have done. We'll continue the rest of it in this class. So, a lot of theory, right? Okay. Now let us see the process. First, what is an approval process? According to your business, if record need to be approved before some logic is performed on the record, before the logic is applied on the record, we want some logic, okay, we want some approval to be taken. Before we perform any logic, we need the record to be approved, then we go for approval process. How many types of approval process are there? How many types of approval process? Two types of wizards. First one is jump start wizard, standard setup wizard. Jump start means single step, simple process. Standard setup means multiple step or a single step with a complex process. Enter the process name. Step number 2, choose the entry criteria. Records which are meeting the condition, only they will be submitted for approval. Remaining records cannot be submitted. Is it necessary that I have to give a condition? No. If you want to give, otherwise every record can be submitted. Now what is automated approval? You can choose any one of the hierarchical field as automated. So the moment you submit, record will go to automatically to that user. To whom I can submit? Any one of the hierarchical field. Any one of the hierarchical field. Next, we are going for the next one. What is the next process we have? We are going with record editability. Who can edit the record? Who can edit the record? Who can edit the record? Record is editable by administrator or currently assigned approval. Administrator or currently assigned approval. Then let's go to the next one. Now, how can you notify the approver? Email or chat. Then, page layout. What will be there? Which field should be displayed? Do you want to show the previous history? And how do you approve it? Salesforce or other devices? We are not done with other devices. We are done with only Salesforce. Then who can submit the record? Can I call back the record or not? So how many types of actions are there? Initial submission. The moment the record is submitted, you want to perform any action, which is called initial submission action. Then next we have, approval step action. Approval step will have approval action, rejected action. Now, next, finally approved, finally rejected. Finally, if it is approved, what happened? Finally, if it is rejected, what happened? Final approval, final rejection. Then, what is the actions we have? We have task, field update, outbound message, and so on. Now, let us go to the next one. If I go to the parallel approval process, what do you mean by parallel approval process? Once you submit the record to more than one user in a single step, how the record will be approved? Now, if everybody approves, then only approve the record. If everybody approve, then only record is approved. Then is called. If everybody approve, then only record is approved. It's unanimous. If whoever is giving the first reply, based on that reply, record should be approved. It is a first response approval process, right? We'll wind for the day. We'll continue tomorrow.